for students, which is very new, even for new for us as well, because we are also trying to figure out what works, what
Yeah.
doesn't work, and trying to find the best way of possible of imparting as well.
Right. No, I'm trying to give you the best of the things as per my learnings. I'm really looking forward.
Absolutely. It's good to have you here. I have also Professor Ramya also here today. And Ma'am, I would just quickly come back in a couple of minutes and then we can start the session.
Sure, that sounds like a plan.
Thank you so much, Anuba. Anuba, pleasure.
Pleasure.
Start now. We are good to go.
Sure.
Right. So before you take the session ahead, I will quickly introduce you to the group and then you can take it ahead from there.
Yeah.
So good morning, all. Dr. Anuba Walia is an L&D and quality expert, human process interventionist, creator of Prism philosophy. She carries 18 plus years of rich experience in change, engagement, learning, and quality. She is the first lady in India actively engaged in research work on fellowship after her graduation from Lady Shri Ram College, Delhi. Postgraduate from Narsi Monji in Masters in Commerce, also pursued her PhD. She's actively engaged in research work on training, leadership, fellowship, and her work has been acknowledged by a host of industry publications. She is the recipient of Emerging HRD Thinker Award, a gold medalist, for consecutive 3 times by ISTD, that is Ministry of HRD, carries international certification by DTI USA, MindGym UK, Australian Institute of Management Australia, TTT, and Six Sigma. Our topic for today is remote learning for students. Anupama, welcome, a very warm welcome to you once again. I know the profile which I read out does not do the justice of actually your profile. You have a host of work behind you, and we are very, very pleased and very grateful to have you here.
Great.
Is going to give a lot of clarity to students and as well as to us, those who are dealing with them through online platform.
Right.
So thank you so much, and please take it ahead from there.
Thank you so very much. It was really indeed an honor and pleasure to be associated with such a prestigious institution today. And thank you for such a wonderful introduction. So a warm welcome to all the participants here. And I can see actually 150 around participant enrolled for this session and attending our session. So thank you so very much. Yes, you already have known about me. So, in a very simplistic manner, yes, I'm an international trainer, I'm an OD consultant, I'm an author, and I'm a speaker. And the beautiful thing is that I have done in the life is that I have created a Prism philosophy, which is my company. So Prism is purely into the trainings and organization development consultancy. And the beautiful thing is that we also have our own academy in Solon where 280 students are studying. So with this, I know because I am so much into the training and, the transformational journey is given to the students. And in this current scenario time, as the world actually combats one of the biggest transformative challenges, and today it is COVID-19 pandemic. So this worldwide virus, attack has shut down cities, big or small, or even the entire countries for that matter, and which we have also witnessed to it in the past. And we all are wondering, in fact, that what is going on and what is going to happen next, and specifically into the education sector, right? And you will see that things have started shaping up, things have started falling in a different place altogether. So the uncertainty around this into the coronavirus time, it is hardest thing to handle. This is what I have realized, but then we can handle it very well. And you'll be so surprised that since the time the COVID has hit us, I still remember from March 18th onwards, and 22nd was the date where the lockdown started. But the day didn't stop for us. We've been doing so many things online, and let's try and understand how does it shape up. So before I start, my suggestion and request would be, because I love a lot of activities whenever I am into the online session. Okay, so I would request you to take a couple of minutes. I would request you to go open up your Instagram, okay, and go to my page, which is Anubha_Walia, which you can see on the screen. and on their screen you will find a story there on my Insta. I request you to please give me an answer for that. Take a couple of minutes. I request you to visit Instagram, go to the story of Anubha_Walia, and request you to answer the question that I have given it for you.
Back, there was some issue with my internet connectivity. There won't be any problem now. So if you want, I can unmute him. Yeah, I can unmute Satya once again.
Yes.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
Ma'am, one of the benefits which has been able to help me is that, the comfort, getting up at your own time and then just not formally dressing up and, stuff like that, and just getting into the learning stuff directly without spending much time in all those things, and also saving times in the commute part.
Commute part, right. That's nice. Indeed. Indeed. Okay. Someone else would like to share?
Vikrant, we have
I got unmuted. Yes, thank you. So regarding, I can share my experience. Actually, I've been a profession which has been, laid off because of the COVID-19, and joined the course really recently to the digital marketing aspect.
Yes.
The best part of this technology, I must say, and during the COVID-19 learning, we've been learning while performing it, and transforming myself according to the digital how it requires. Until that time you don't transform, you don't know how to use it in the future itself.
Correct.
So that is the best part of it, and might be it's not impacting the students because they are new how to get used to it, but for the professional also. But I believe in a long run it's going to be very useful for everyone.
Super. Very nice. Very nice. Great. Thank you so much, Vikrant. Truly appreciate. Okay. Someone else would like to share the, your own benefits. Yes, Radha, I can see you are raising your hand. Ma'am, could you please unmute Radha? Or Radha, you yourself can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Radha is unmuted now. Radha, please.
Good afternoon.
Anubha, are you able to hear her? Because for me, the voice is very distant.
Yeah, now she's audible. Not a problem.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, there was a challenge, I feel.
Yes.
Ma'am, into this COVID-19.
Yes. Okay.
Into this COVID-19, I'm recently doing my professional course in data analyst.
Oh, wow.
This is nice for me, ma'am, and I'm really happy to pursuing this course now, ma'am, online.
Very nice. Great, Radha. Indeed. So what Vikrant said and what Radha said, they both are equally important, So one is like you can learn whatever you want to learn, and then you save your travel, costs. So there are various benefits indeed, So, I have known that, there are a synchronous form of learning and there is also an asynchronous form of learning. Saurabh, would you like to share something? You raised your hand.
Anubha, before Saurabh, there are, I think 3-4 students are there. So can we take them as well? So that I think I'll just take them.
Sure.
Okay. RIMDS18, I am unmuting you. Could you please share your, or RIM9, either of you can unmute yourself and speak.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
This side. Good morning. Ma'am, as I'm working from home, there are a lot of benefits I'm facing. Like I'm saving my traveling cost and hostel rents, and I'm getting time to spend with my families and to learn new skills. That is the main thing.
Okay.
I'm getting a lot of time to learn new skills as well.
Very good. Great. I truly appreciate that. Very nice. All right.
We will take next from Paheli. Paheli, you can also answer. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. Good morning, ma'am.
Good
So,
morning.
ma'am, from my
Paheli, we can't hear you. Can you speak please again? Okay, I think Paheli has some network connection. RIMDS25,
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes,
we can.
I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, from my point of view,
Paheli, we are losing you in between. We are not able to hear you completely.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, from my point of view, I can save time and money, both of them.
Yeah.
And also, I can use online training. So, that will be one benefit. And I can learn self-discipline from this lockdown. I can able to learn many of things from online. I can do many of certification courses as well.
Hmm.
So, from my point of view, that those are like benefit for us.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. There is someone else who would like to share.
Yes, I think, one sec. I think RIMDS 25, can you share? You can unmute yourself.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. I'm Chandraman Pathak from Bihar. Actually, from my point of view, it is for the most of poor people. You know, it saves money as well as time also. As Paheli said, that hostel rent and extra, we can save the same. But in my point of view, there is lots of money and the time we can save. It is just for poor people. Actually, my family background is also not good, and then I learned many of things from online, just like YouTube and other sites. Just like I think it is best for poor people. Thank you, ma'am.
Nice.
That's all.
Very nice. Thank you so much. So I will not say not only the lower strata or poor people, or let's not compare them. But we all understand whether it is any class or anywhere, we are talking about remote, and I think it is beneficial for all of us. So I think I can proceed, ma'am. I hope there is no more hands which is showcasing.
There are hands raised.
Okay.
There are 4 more hands raised. So if you want, you can
I think
Q&A at the end.
yeah, we can take them and ask
We'll
them.
do that?
Probably we can take that, because I have something very exciting for all of them to share, right? So I will take that. I have another activity coming up for them, and I think they can be in there. Huh? All right. So you all will understand. So let me just tell you, there are two types of learnings. One is synchronous and one is asynchronous, right? When I talk about synchronous learning, it takes place in real time. So abhi jo hum log kar rahe hain, what we are doing right now, a group of people are engaged in learning at the same time. Now this is called synchronous learning. So the learning occurs at the same time, and people are located at a different places, and the learning is happening and it is done online. So you can see live webinar is one example. Instant messaging is another example on this. You can see video conferencing, virtual classrooms are example of synchronous. I heard someone stating that they do yoga classes. So for yoga classes, you can use both synchronous and asynchronous. So synchronous one is when the live session that you do. So आप yoga instructor हैं तो आप खुद practical yoga करते हैं और फिर लोगों को सिखाते हैं. The second one is asynchronous. Now asynchronous is the learner is the center. So people, so it is not the lecturer or a teacher or a trainer, they are the focus. It is the learner who's the focus, and the whole learning strategy is based on the fulfilling of the need of the experience of the learner. So this enables, you can do e-learning programs. So in terms of blogs, in terms of emails, in terms of online discussion, boards which are used. So there are a lot of learning management system which gets used for the asynchronous. So the best part is you can use any one of them. Now, so let's try and understand what are the challenges of learning. Okay, so my request is I would request to please, you can see, take out your mobile phone. Okay, so you can take a mobile phone, open the camera, and you can scan this digital element, and you will see by default one login will be created. It will ask you to write a digital code. Write that digital code 158051. Okay, if you can't do that, the second option is you can go to the Google, write menti.com. Just write menti.com, click it, it will ask you for the code. Please write that code and then fill up the form. So there are forms which will come up to you. And I'll show you something very exciting right now. Just use www.menti.com, that's it, and put the digital code 158051. The second option is you can use your mobile phone, open the camera, just scan the QR code and the link will open by default, and put the digital code again and answer the question it has. What are the various challenges or disadvantages of remote learning? Okay, so I'm going to share you the answer right now. Okay, can you see my screen? So a lot of people get the answer, which is like, okay, challenges and disadvantages of remote learning. Screen is a problem. Poor connectivity is a problem. No peer interaction, lack of motivation, distraction, technical issue, decision making becomes very challenging, less interest in studies. So you also, right now 14 people have responded, but you all can see how interestingly we can see, it is coming up on the screen. There are technical issues, there are failures, there is disruptions, then again, no face-to-face interaction, communication barriers. Saurabh says, sorry, okay. So you see everything is coming up on this particular screen. Then I can see people are writing, it is fun. Oh, wow. There are positive sides also. You can do anything during class. Oh my God. So that shows students are naughty here too. Then recollective. Okay, I'm still trying to figure that out. Okay, there is lack of motivation. Again, okay, no peer interaction. You can see creativity. So right now you all can see we are, all using creative approach. So great. So this is the new thing that we all use during the training sessions, and you can see a lot of exciting and interesting stuff do come up. I think let's move ahead here. I can actually put these challenges and things, for all of you. I'm now going and share my screen again. Okay, so thank you so much. We could see a great answer, being shared by all of you. And let's see what are the answers we have got from the audience. Okay, that's the answers we have received. Okay, so can you see all of these? These are the answers which you have already shared. So please keep using such kind of beautiful platforms, which I'm now going to share with all of you, that how well you can do it. All right. So let's move ahead further and understand. Okay, so let me share with you what are the various tools you can actually use, during your online sessions. And in fact, I would say to be used by both, teachers as well as students. So, there are, with the rapid growth of when we say preventive responses towards the COVID-19 outbreak, it seems distance learning is a trend, and you'll be finding that this trend will be prevailing for next 6 to 12 months. So be ready for it, and being prepared to take your classroom fully online, it can be sometimes stressful, but sometimes it is very, very engaging. So you need to find out the right way of conducting the session and right way to learn your sessions, right? So let's try and understand what are the various tools that you can actually use to make your session very engaging. Now, I can sense that a lot of participants here are using various kind of platform to learn. Maybe they would be learning writing skills, maths or reading or science, computer science, social studies. They must be learning music. They probably doing a formative studies. They must be quizzing. They must be doing some kind of assessment. They could be doing using a conferencing tools, some new news related educating stuff. So what, as I said, I represent Prisma Philosophy. So Prisma Philosophy and my trainers, we use various web which are helpful app, tools and platform to help the students, the trainees, and set up the distance learning environment in a various training session. So and you'll be surprised that in my organization we have announced COVID-19 support, which includes the various tools. And what are these tools that you can use? Let's try and understand here. These tools that you can use, remote learning tools, which are Albert, okay, ABC Mouse, Brain Pop, CK12, Education City, Edulastic, Khan Academy, MobiMax, Nearpod, TechWit, Fabulinga, FluentU, Maths Online, Mathletics, Fun Expected Apps, Quills, Grammarly. I did mention you that I published a book, so I used Grammarly very strongly when I was writing my book. Starfall Reading, StoryKit, PBS. You can actually, click this and you can use these platforms for the various learning. Now, let me tell you with these tools, what all you have, okay? We have a various learning management communication tools. Now, this is the most important thing that you need to use. The first one is Blackboard. Blackboard is something which can use it very effectively, interestingly. And in Zoom, we have something called Whiteboard. Use the Whiteboard to showcase what are the new ways of doing things. And you make the learnings very engaging, exciting. You can use various shapes, various fonts, various forms. So it becomes very interesting. There is another thing that you can use is Canvas. Canvas is actually like a similar to Blackboard, but then when it is used by teachers or else by the students when they're giving a presentation, you will find this, it becomes very, very interesting. The third one is Class Dojo. Class Dojo, the beautiful thing is it is free, and you will find specifically up till K5, the young kids, those who are a part of kindergarten or those who are a part of, let's say, mid school. You can manage the both. You can get in touch with the parents, you can get in touch with the participant, and you can build the community in a very interesting manner. Another one is ClassTag. It is a beautiful, again, a communication platform which can be used specifically to people who can't speak and they want to know the second language, so that immediately translates and parents can actually see what the child is doing, so it's a beautiful interaction. Then the another one is Edmodo. So Edmodo, I know one of my friends' kids, they have been using this very strongly. It is used for a collaborative approach. It is used for it's a kind of a coaching platform, and it allows the students to use the different set of libraries, and they can learn accordingly. Then we have Google Classroom. I'll not go deep dive into the Google Classroom because it is one of the most used and most interesting way to handle it. I think if you can use it, you'll find it is wonderful, and it brings a very easy capability to learn and you can actually apply. Then we have Inscribe. So LMS integrated community, it can actually help colleges, to build, to connect with the students, to answer and to succeed into their individual needs. Another one is Moodle. Moodle is an open source free LMS. Again, you can use it for managing, the files, tracking the students' progress, or else the calendar management, that when is your next session schedule. So it is a beautiful platform. Again, it is a free platform. Pronto. Now, Pronto is again a chat and a video element platform where you can do various kind of announcement. It is again a creative element. Teachers, trainers use it. We use it very effectively and very nicely. The 10th one is Remind, which is like again, it's a free account for a classroom that allows messaging with the students. So if you want to disable the chat element, and you can see that it can create a challenge or a havoc. So you can actually use this. So these are some LMS learning management system tools and communication tools which you should use if you want to make your session, the remote learning, very engaging, exciting. Okay, let's try and understand. Then we have presentation tools. I will suggest for the students here who are present, a part of it, if you're using a MacBook, then use Apple Keynote. It's a Apple version of PowerPoint, which is a free with Mac. They come up with a beautiful, animations in it, and you can actually make your presentation beautiful and effective. Then there is Bunsi. Bunsi is again a visual representation of your content with the rich media lesson, reports, newsletter, and presentation. Okay. Then we have Google Slide. It's like Google, we all have been using it again. PowerPoint, it may require Office 365 subscription, but PowerPoint is another one that we all use. Slido is a very interactive presentation with the live polls and insight, So we do a lot of live polling, and we ask questions and we give them the poll, and we, get the results immediately. And the learnings, people tend to remember, specifically when you are doing a visualistic kind of learning. Then we have a storyboard. So this is called storyboard. That's what is the platform. So it uses various kind of illustrations, and it is these storyboards are free, and you can actually create a storyline for your subject, and you can use it on your sessions. Whether you are a music instructor, or whether you are a maths instructor, or let's say you are a political science faculty, or let's say you are a science teacher, or let's say you are a dancer. So you can actually use such kind of things and make your sessions very impactful. Students can use it furthermore to enhance their own capability to present themselves on an online media. Right? Then we have quizzing and assessment. This is another insight. So right now I used menti.com. Okay. So, but there are other which I would like to share with all of you, which is Go Conquer is one of them, which is a quizzing element which is used by the various users. Kahoot is another one. Mentimeter, I did it practical with all of you, and it integrates the Google Classroom also. So this Mentimeter, it was not only that visualistic picture which I showed right now, but it also gives you, various graphs, whether it is bar chart, whether it is line graph, whether it is pie chart, and you can use it, and the learning can go very, very interesting. Look at the maths or statistics. If you use such kind of platform, students or the teachers, they both will be engaged, and they will learn at a different level altogether. We have Peer Deck. Peer Deck is again a custom questions in Google Slide, and it, the student-based activity becomes very, very easy. Poll everywhere, for an example, if you are using Zoom, okay, the Zoom, and in a paid version only you can use polling. But if you have unpaid version, the polling is not allowed. So instead of paying that, you can use poll everywhere, and you can see the similar features like Mentimeter, which I did right now with all of you. So it's actually supposed 25%, 25 participant up till free, you know, so that's very good. Again, quizzes is another platform which is you know, a self-paced quiz. I do a lot of activity with my trainees, you know, I give them, well, I make them learn, and then towards the end I say, okay guys, let's use quizzes, and you form one set of quiz, one group will form one set of quiz, and the second group will form another set of quiz, and then they are, you know, inter exchange, and then we see how which group has got maximum answer. So it's really engaging and really exciting. Quizlet is another one which is very similar to Kahoot, you know, and it allows the classroom to run in a very collaborative element, and there's a lot of game activity which you can do it. Then we have Review Game Zones. So Review Game Zones, it's a free site again. It allows to turn multiple choice questions, and you know, you will see, you can actually create a game out of it. And I know, for an example, if I want to teach someone how to scrutinize a check, when I say check, that is when you go and want to deposit a check in a bank, so that how to scrutinize that check, and I'm actually training any banker. So I use such game zone, and I tell them, okay, whether you have checked the date or not, who's you know, the pay name, whether it is account pay, the name has been added or not, or whether the amount is correct with the, you know, the written element or not, signatures are there or not. So, you know, the gaming of the check has been made. The same way we have Socrative, again a multiple choice question, true and false. You know, it becomes very interesting, and it's actually supposed 50 students free of cost. Then we have WooClap. WooClap is again a very interactive platform where teachers can create a quiz for the questions and ask them, the students, and then they can do it during their live presentation or in asynchronous, which I just talked to you about, you know, when you're into the using the LMS platform, right? Any query, any question if you have as of now?
Please raise your hand if you have any queries and questions.
Yeah, then I'll proceed, or maybe if towards the end, I can also take that up.
I think, Anupa, let's take all the questions at the end. That would be actually better.
No problem.
Perfect. Thanks.
Okay, let me share with you the collaboration and engagement tools, you know, 13 of them, which has been very powerful. I have used, see, there are a lot of them, but my suggestion is become perfect in one of them and start using it slowly and gradually. For one of them is AnswerPad. It gives the students, you know, student response system, and it actually great quizzes. It's like bring your own device classroom session element, which uses EduFlow, again activity based. You can monitor the student progress. So let's say you know, you teach the students, or let's say the students can see by themselves that, okay, I learned this thing on this particular hour, on the next session I learned this much, and let me see how much I have you know, scored by myself by giving an answer to the questions. Then we have Flipgrid. It's a short video with the students, you know, with the grid. So, you know, it's a meeting place. It allows a various kind of ice breaking activities. You can have a reflection session. You can have a very small mini presentation by the students, you know, and that remote learning actually helps making the building and builds the community as a whole. Then we have Feedback Fruits, right? It's a free pedagogical tool to drive, track, and assess student engagement. It's been widely used by the universities, you know, and they get to know how the you know, students are actually engaged. Google Doc, definitely we all have been using. It's a very good online collaboration tool, and you can integrate with your you know, Google Meet classrooms. We have Headspace. That's it promotes mindfulness and meditation for students to help relieve stress. I think specifically those who are into the science of well-being sessions or yoga sessions or meditation sessions, I mean, you all should use this Headspace very strongly. Capwing is a collaborative online image, you know, and a video editor with a cloud storage workplace. Amazing, you know, the teachers can make a video material, or you know, or else they can send the things to the student and then they can use it for the group project. We use it for the specifically when we have online projects for the various colleges and the universities. So our engagement is with the various B schools, and we train them on the digital marketing, we train them on the multimedia, we train them on the personality development, communication, professional ethics. These are some of the programs which have been doing widely. So in the last 10 days we have trained 800 students, right? And where we use Capwing very strongly, and the students learned immensely and amazingly. We have Kylo Edu. So Kylo Edu is again a free platform which you can use. Again, teachers can use for the critical thinking, or else for analytical thinking, and even sometimes for creative thinking also. Okay, we have OneNote. OneNote is a Microsoft note organizer, and you will find specifically the people who are in a part of corporates, they use Microsoft Note. So but now it has moved towards the students level too, and it is actually enabled in the school computers, or else individual computers. Then we have Padlet. Padlet is a creation of board. Again here, there's a lot of interactive content which happens. You can grade the students, you can give them the star rating, you can put the post to share that who's the star, who's the moon, and who's the pointer, depending on the description that you have given. So 1 star, 2 star, 5 star rating that you can actually use. We use that, and the color coding accordingly. Then we have Rethink Ed, provides specifically for the students to develop their emotional skills, right? So why only we should focus on the IQ, intelligent questions? We should also work on the social skills. We should work on the life skills. We should work on the social skills, emotional skills. So there you will find, let's say, how to manage during the COVID times, what are the basic etiquette that you need to demonstrate. So the Rethink Ed can actually help you to provide such set of platform. Then we have Video Ask. This is a fun tool for asynchronous video interaction with a lot of question answers are there. Okay. Then we have Start.me. Start.me is again a simple start hub. It given instant access to the web tools and a key information, and you will get again to interact with your students. Okay. Then we have with these tools, I know for the students, specifically they need to make certain part and the learning to be very, very effective and interesting. And that can only happen when the students really demonstrate these 4 parameters. Habit of participating, because we're talking about remote learning for the students. So you need to have a habit of participation. Second is the focus on content and not comprehensive skills. So the content becomes really, really important. Then connect with new content to old and remember with the examples. So there were initial learnings what the teacher might be doing it in a new manner, but now we are talking about remote learning, how we can use the current example. We need to learn with that. Make online learning as an interactive as possible with the teachers. This is the only key message that I have, right now. So let's try and understand here how you need to do that. So I know that colleges have switched to remote learnings, I will not say that it is only colleges. In fact, we professionals have switched towards the remote learning, and there are a lot of webinars which are happening. And I personally recommend a few steps, and these steps which I mentioned on the screen, you can read. This can actually help to motivate students. And first, you really need to specify that what exactly you want and which tasks to be achieved, and when it needs to be completed. So, playing a mode of FOMO, the FOMO was fear of missing out. It can actually help with the student. So if the motivation is there and the FOMO element is there, if you can club it together, you can see that the learning element will come in. And I know if you want to change your habit, they say that it takes time, and on an average it takes 66 days for a habit to form. So today, if you are talking about, the first is the remote learning, to become a part of it, to make it a very fruitful thought, I have to go into that habit. Okay, that remote learning is really good. Then the second is that I have to participate in my session. I have to share my thought. So in that case, I have to participate. I have to build that habit. So then again, I have to apply these things for 66 consecutive days. Then only my habit will be formed. As I said, the focus on content and not comprehensive skills. Online learning, as you all students or participants here should ask, what is it that new learning I'm going to have today? Today, if you're spending a time with Anubha for 1 hour, you should be knowing what in next 1 hour, what is the maximum takeaway I'm going to take it up from Anubha or from her session, right? So that is the another element. Then connect new content to the old and provide examples. So here both the important factor in learning the new things is what you already knew in the past and what you want to know current manner. Okay, so when you are introducing the new concept or skills, the teachers should provide students with an examples. What did I do right now? I give you various examples, okay? And these examples, you have to apply it. And I did with an application by using menti.com. I used Insta. And then, I asked you, okay, please raise your hand, the chat box activity. So this is how you need to use the aspect of learning. And finally, make online learning as interactive as possible. Trust me, the more interaction you will have, you will create opportunities, not just to listen, so it can't be one-way engagement. You need to have a two-way communication. You need to have a platform where you can use an engagement activity, quizzes. There should be a result which should be shown, and they should be motivated. So that's how the 4 element needs to be done. And finally, when I say remote learning experience come with the 4 things: the structure, the time, the communication, and the technology. Okay, so when I say structure, the structure of the remote learning, it should determine the students, the teachers, that what is it, the experience you're going to give it to them. It should be, telling them how much time we are going to have and spend with them. We need to tell them very, a clear-cut element that what kind of, types of connection we are done, whether we are using video conferencing, or we are doing it through chat or by phone, or maybe using some set of apps like FaceTime, Google Hangouts, Skypes, Microsoft Teams, Zooms, WhatsApp. These provides these synchronous connection. And if you can give these kind of connection based on the time that you have given it to them, you will love it. I take sessions in the morning. We start in the morning at 6 a.m., right? And sometimes it goes in the night around 12 p.m. Let's say even 11 p.m. Why? Because we have to match up the international timings. Okay. Then definitely communication. Guys, communication is key to success. It is your intent and your interpretation. So my intent and your interpretation has to go in hand. So the remote learning experience has to go very beautifully by both of you. Now use the tools, various online tools which are there, which I have already shared with you. I have almost shared somewhere around 40 plus tool to all of you, and start using these tools one by one. And you will see your the engagement becomes very effective, because we are talking about technology. We can vary an impromptu remote learning environment here, right? So we all need to provide a very clear information on how to access any online platform during the remote learning. And especially if students, parents, teachers, trainers, or students, they are not accustomed to any kind of tool, then it is very important to educate them, make them realize that this is very easy. I told you one of the platform where it translates into the second language, so many right now, if let's say I'm taking a session for the Spanish student, so in the Spain they all speak Spanish, so that how the parents can see and they don't understand English, so it immediately translates. So make your session very lively, very interesting, and trust me, it will be the best way to enhance your knowledge. So with this the note, if you want to reach out to me, that's my credentials, Anubha Walia. You can reach out to me anywhere on the social platform, or you write my name, Anubha Walia, on the Google. You will see all my credentials, and it's always good to be connected with the young generation like you, and a great fraternity, the students, teachers, trainers who are today participants. I must compliment all the 150 plus participants here, you know, by showcasing an amazing learning experience, because you were raising your hands, you know, you all used my activities so effectively. So that was really, really nice. Thank you so very much. So all to you, ma'am. Let's open the.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anubha. We will open for Q&A session now. Students, if you have any question, you want to share something, please raise your hand so that we can take it one by one. Okay, we have one from Hardeep. Please ask your question.
Yes, Hardeep.
Hello, ma'am. Hardeep
Hi.
this side from Gujarat.
Yes.
Ma'am, my question is there any tools to develop 3D models?
Sir, there is a flow. Yes, that is called CLO. You have to, you know, get take up that knowledge. I know Udemy is giving this knowledge, and
Yes.
yeah, so you have to take up that course. So the 3D is.
Coursera is also there.
Coursera is also there. So any two of them you can use it, and Clo is one 3D course you can take up, and you know. So I know a lot of my. Let me give you my sister example. She's a designer, fashion designer, and she's a general manager with one of the very biggest organization. She has been a very strongly using 3D animation, and now she makes her own collection and put it on the YouTube and Facebook, and the fashion show takes place for her own you know dresses. So everything is by 3D modeling, so you really don't need a real model. The 3D takes care of it. So you know, take up that course, Clo.
Ma'am, I have one more question.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, do you have any number of sites to do e-internship?
E-internship. So there is one called internshippathshala.com. You have to little bit explore onto it, but then intern pathshala or intern.com, and they do in you know, online assessment, as well as they take up internship for the students.
I think you're talking about Internshala ki Anubha?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Internshala has a lot of e-internship. In fact, Hardeep, there are websites and there are other organizations also who have e-learning. If you follow through the LinkedIn and on Internshala or any other platform, there are companies which used to give offline internship also. They have also started giving online internship, right?
Yes.
So there are some portals there, and there are some company. If you explore the company's website and things, you will also find internship there. But internship would be in different domain. Whether it is will align with your interest or not, that's a different story altogether.
Yes. Thank you.
I hope you don't mind Anubha answering that. I mean,
No,
placements.
not at all. I think you are
helps answering such questions.
No, they are on the same platform. We need to educate the students and the learners. I truly appreciate all this.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks to both of you, ma'am.
Always welcome, my dear.
Yeah. Sure, Hardeep. We have again Satya. You're back.
Yes. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon, Satya here.
Yes.
Ma'am, first of all, thank you so much, you know, for the inputs. The tools you suggested is going to really help in future for my presentations. I'm a pre-induction student and I'll be joining this year. So thank you so much for that. Ma'am, coming to that point again, can you please suggest few courses, like 2 or 3 courses online, which will be very beneficial for me going forward?
What is your goal, my dear?
I want to pursue marketing.
Okay, so the digital marketing is very strong. I think I would suggest that. And second would be data analytics. So marketing analytics has become very strong nowadays, specifically related to omni-channel. So please, these courses you must do. That's the future.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. We'll take next question from Paheli. Paheli, please ask your question.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
So, ma'am, my question is that, whatever tools you mention here, everything is connected with internet. So, what will any student do if they don't have internet access at home, or if they have there, will some network connectivity issue? Like today, I have some connectivity issue previously, so I have to get out from my room. So, from that time, in that case, so what should they do?
So I did mention some of the asynchronous tool to all of you here. So there were 7 of them. They can use it when they want to work offline. So that's very much usable. So you can use, some of them are asynchronous and they can, without internet, they can work on it. Not a problem at all.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you. We will take again one more question. Please unmute yourself, introduce yourself in English.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Prakash Maurya from Gorakhpur.
Okay.
Ma'am, as you say, communication skill is the very important for getting more and more successfully life. I am doing the marketing
Yes.
from RIM. So please suggest me in which types of tools that develop our communication skill and soft skill. That is very beneficial for me.
Okay, so when I talk about communication skills, my dear, firstly, I'm not focusing on the speaking skills or English skills. I'm just focusing on the communication skills. Now,
Yes,
communication,
ma'am.
that means either you can speak in Hindi or English, or for that matter, any language. It is important that whatever I want to speak, you should be able to understand. Now, that's really important. For that, there are various courses in the Coursera you can do and join those courses. They are free of cost. When I talk about soft skills program, see, Prism, we are also into a lot of soft skills program. And in that soft skills program, what we do is there are programs which are related to personality development, which are related to communication, time management, creative enhancement, problem solving, decision making, or so these courses again are with the various great organizations. So we are one of them. So as I mentioned, we do a lot of sessions with the B schools. That is one. These are all certification courses. The second one is there are various platforms, online platforms which are available. Personally, I love Coursera. You can again enroll for your soft skills program there. And my again third suggestion would be you can go and read about various soft skills. And one of the blog I would see, my blog is very widely read in an international and national level, because it has a lot of personality enhancement. This is anubhavalia.wordpress.com, a very simple site. So wordpress.com में आपको सिर्फ अनुभव वालिया लिखना है, and आपको जो भी learn करना है, you write that topic. Let's say you want to learn on team management, or let's say you want to learn on collaboration skills, or let's say you want to learn on personality. You write that word on the search and all the element will get into there, and you will start practicing and you will learn it, my dear. Okay?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. We'll take next question now. Please unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and ask your question.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, my dear.
Yes, you are.
Good
Go ahead.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, my question is that what theories are relevant to use e-portfolios to enhance self-directed learning in an open distance learning context?
Oh, you want to know the theories, the behavioral theories related to it, my dear?
Yeah.
See, there are a lot of theories, trust me. My suggestion is please use operant conditioning model. It is related to the reinforcement approach, positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. Kindly learn about it. I can't explain it right now because we're on the close of the session, but operant conditioning is one of the very beautiful theory which will really help you to learn on any of the platform. And trust me, this theory is not only relevant for the in-person training, but also remote learning or e-learning or online learnings.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll take the next question now. Please introduce yourself and ask your question.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Chandravan Pathak again.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, actually, I am from, I have done BSc in graduation, and I'm just going to pursue MBA from RIM. Actually, I don't have much knowledge about marketing and management, so please suggest me what should I do now, and what is the best site to learn about these things.
Again, related to marketing, my dear, please, you can see the Coursera is a very amazing platform. They have a lot of marketing programs and courses. You can join that. Second, there are various, colleges, so way we have, in the today's platform, there is a specialization, a marketing specialization. You can go ahead and, you can do the post graduation into that particular subject, so you can enhance the knowledge there and then. So either join Coursera or you can join any postgraduate course.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Anupa, that was the last question, unless we have some more questions. If you have any questions or you want to share something, you please raise your hand. I think, Anupa, that was the last question of the day. Thank you so much for your time. It was a very crisp and to the point presentation and the information that you shared. And I'm sure this, whatever tips you have shared, whatever the tools you have shared, which you can use to enhance, would definitely help students to learn better, and also would help the educator like us who are imparting knowledge to online classes to use a more effective and or more suitable tool for better and effective delivery of the sessions. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session. We are so pleased to have you here. We look forward to having you on campus also. I'm sure, hopefully, sooner than later, actually.
Surely, ma'am. It will be my honor and my pleasure.
Right. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day ahead, Anupa. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste to everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.